Hello, and welcome to my presentation titled Understanding Schizophrenia Research, Experience, and Hope. My name is Omar Thomas Sr., and today I'll be walking you through key insights on schizophrenia, its causes, symptoms, treatments, and the lived experiences of those affected by it. Schizophrenia affects about 0.32% of the global population, which means approximately 24 million people worldwide have it. For the United States, recent surveys show that perhaps 1.8% of adults could be affected, which doubles previous estimates from research. Schizophrenia is, in fact, one of the top 15 causes of disability globally as well as locally. It is also estimated to decrease someone's lifespan by 15 to 20 years, primarily due to the negative health effects associated with other diseases regardless of its gravity. This is why many people with mental illness die young or alone. Schizophrenia usually starts in late adolescence or early adulthood, with the most severe symptoms appearing in a person around 40 years old. It basically refers to a distorted sense of reality. The core symptoms is hallucinations, which can take any form. Its key features include delusions, disorganized thinking, and inexplicably altered behavior. This traditional classification of subtypes is being thrown out by today's experts. The new diagnostic manual omits such distinctions as paranoid or disorganized schizophrenia because they suffer from poor reliability. Now it is considered to be a spectrum disorder which, with variable mixtures of symptoms. To diagnose schizophrenia, the DSM-5 requires at least two core symptoms to be present for a significant portion of 1 month with continuous signs for 6 months. This includes delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, disorganized or chaotic behavior, and negative symptoms. At least one must be delusions, hallucinations, or disorganized speech. Symptoms must cause significant social or occupational dysfunction. Delusions are fixed, false beliefs. Common types are persecutory delusions in which people think others are plotting against them. Grandiose delusions in which they are famous or have special powers. And referential ones in which they find ordinary events to be personally significant. Hallucinations and sensory deprivation hallucinations are sensory perceptions without external sensations. Auditory hallucinations, in other words, like hearing voices, are the most prevalent, but they can also be visual or olfactory or tactile. Neuroimaging studies show that individuals with schizophrenia often have reduced gray matter in areas like the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus. These structural abnormalities may contribute to impaired memory, reasoning, and emotional regulation. Functional imaging also shows altered connectivity between brain regions, which may explain the disruption in thought and perception. Biochemically, schizophrenia has been linked to overactivity in the brain's dopamine system, especially in the mesolimbic pathway. Other neurotransmitters like glutamate and GABA also play roles. Genetically, schizophrenia is highly hereditary, though no single gene causes it. Instead, many genes, each contributing a small effect, combine with environmental risk factors to increase vulnerability. Antipsychotic medications are the primary treatment for schizophrenia. They reduce symptoms by blocking dopamine receptors. Newer drugs like Cobenfy and Briloxazine show promise in treating a broader range of symptoms with fewer side effects. However, adherence can be a challenge due to unpleasant side effects. Beyond medication, Therapies like CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy for psychosis, social skills training, and cognitive remediation can be effective. Psychoeducation helps both patients and families understand the disorder. Assertive community treatment and peer support programs can also improve quality of life and reduce relapse rates. For individuals with schizophrenia, everyday life can be overwhelming. Social stigma, medication side effects, and unpredictable symptoms make it hard to maintain employment, relationships, or independence. Yet, many find meaning through recovery journeys, support groups, or creative outlets. Families and caregivers often face emotional stress, burnout, and financial strain. They may feel helpless or confused by the person's behavior. However, family therapy and support groups can provide coping strategies and emotional support, helping caregivers navigate their roles while maintaining their own well being. The following list are the references that I used in preparation for making this presentation. In closing, I thank you for listening, and I hope this presentation has been helpful and informative. Have a good day.